So, starting off the minions with good old boy Pete here. So, basically, Pete is good at fighting humans. And if he fights humans, he can fight again, again, and again. He can be a really unstoppable force if you build your deck right and get lucky. It is also due to luck. Also good at fighting humans, which most, if you don't, while Faith is good at fighting humans, you don't always fight humans. You don't always face a good deck in this game, because you could have up to 10 decks going at once. So you could have, is it up to 10? Or is that a different game? Anyways, you can have multiple decks. You could have evil versus evil. You could have good versus good. If you have evil versus evil, the evil side might not have any humans. So this might just be a wasted card. But if you build your deck to defeat good decks, in particular, while it wouldn't do as well against evil decks, this would be a good card to include because she would always be fighting humans. So, one of the victory points is having 6 turns where you control Sunnydale Park, and he will help you do that by going to the crypt. There's probably other uses for this guy that I can't think of. Probably the fact that he's a demon means that he gets bonuses at certain locations and certain cards buff him. And there's probably other things that are cool about this card. Commandos. So, you might notice that these guys have initiative. Initiative was probably going to be featured on challenges and events and skills and actions on the next set. It's a previous card. Preview doesn't mean it's coming in the next set. It means it's previewing stuff that's going to be happening in the next set. So, as you can see, he also can fight multiple people, but that's probably because there's a squad of them, not just one. This card represents a squad. I didn't get the symbol of Aneka, but thinning out your deck, getting skills and attaching them to characters, that is a good strategy, because the symbol of Aneka going on Aneka makes sense. As you can see, there's more than just demons and vampires in the Buffy, so there's also monsters. And when they kill someone, that person stays dead. They don't get back up. They go to the crypt. They don't go to the discard pile. That's just evil, man. That would give him a 4 weirdness. And if you put him in a deck, you should make sure you have a sub-trading location or two. The one that I can think of off the top of my head from the same set as him is Hell, which also gives a bonus to demons. So yeah, there's that. As I mentioned with Aniaka, being able to search your deck for stuff is very helpful. Especially, it's more better with items than skills, because skills fatigue the creature. But he can play up, search for the sword, put him on it, and he doesn't fatigue. Being able to move for free is always good. Being able to move to any location is good. It does require your opponent to have a formal wear. But he's also good because he gets +3 to fighting minions in command, and that is mostly what your opponent will have besides the few heals. So yeah, that's a 4 butt kicking score off the get-go. Just like the villain got, Mr. Trick can fatigue vampires to do stuff. So if you it's good to have other vampires in a Mr. Trick deck, or Mr. Trick minion in a deck with several vampires. That's just mean. So if they stay fatigued, they can't move, they can't fight, they can't do challenges. But I guess they can fight the Lunch Lady. Because that last sentence. But still, that's mean, man. As mentioned before, searching for cards is always good. The fact that he gets another character is doubly good. Probably the best one out of them all is this guy because he gets a character. And that could help you defeat challenges because challenges have high skills, and if you have multiple characters challenging it becomes easier. So this just makes so if your opponent's facing a challenge with 10 butt kicking, if she's out, it's now another butt kicking. Oh, yeah, I forgot. There's also undead in this. Like the previous card of this one. So, if you have a lot of undead, I don't know if there's a lot of undead in the other two sets. There's only, to my knowledge, 2 in this set. Him and Pat. But still, he gives a bonus to Pat. Make most of her things too. Which is still good. And that was the minions. And that was the minions for the villains.